You made some bad picks today. We all did. The good news is you've got 2 hours to laugh about your poor decisions before you have to ruin your Sunday. Nick DiMartino is cracking the mic and pouring the drinks for the only sports show where we admit we don't know anything and then bet on it anyway. Welcome into the Saturday night edition of the ETB Lounge, where the takes are bad, but the jokes are even worse. Only live on the Empty the Bench Network. Now, here's your bartender of banter for the evening, Nick DiMartino.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the first edition of ETB Lounge. I'm Nick DiMartino. That's Tom Albano. That's Nick Morgeson. That's Callan McClurg. And we'll be joined by one of my comedian friends a little later today. You can follow the Empty the Bench Network across social media at ETB Network. You can follow this show at the ETB Lounge across social media. You can follow me on Twitter at Nick DiMart. Tom at Thomas J. Albano, Nick at N. Morgeson Radio, and Callan at Callan Max Sports. Can the writing there be any smaller?
Yeah, well, makes sense.
I was about to suffer a stroke trying to read the handles.
Yeah, it's, well, just like the WNBA is suffering from a potential lockout.
Well, look, if there's anybody here to talk about a WNBA lockout in the middle of the NFL playoffs, it would be Callan.
I mean, you're not wrong. And we already passed the deadline, and we don't even know what the hell's going on.
Wait a minute, the deadline passed, and Nick and Callan didn't have their 5-hour overnight bonanza stream. Come on.
I don't know what's more status quo, the WNBA or the NFL playoffs.
What were the WNBA's players' demands? Minimum wage?
30% of the revenue.
Gross pay. And when I mean gross pay, I mean just any pay at all.
Any pay?
Something. Anything.
No, I got it. Hazard pay, because that's what you need when you work for Kathy Engelbert.
I don't know what's worse, Kathy Engelbert or Roger Goodell?
Engelbert.
Roger Goodell is a good commissioner. Like, people like to hate him. But unless you're talking about domestic violence cases, Goodell does a pretty good job.
Actually, why don't we just go in the same line? Kathy Engelbert or Adam Silver? Since Adam Silver's now butting his way into the WNBA, CBA negotiations. I mean,
well, can you blame him? I mean, look, the NBA owns the WNBA. They're the only reason that the WNBA exists for a long time.
I mean, the NBA influence is about to be felt by the MLB now that they're going to adopt an in-season tournament.
You know what? We're going to turn into Oprah. You get a lockout. You get a lockout. You get a lockout.
On strike. We're going on strike. I still don't know what strike means, but we're going on a strike.
Oh, how funny that that we're mentioning them, and then all of a sudden the NFL Prime stream just comes back from commercial and it has an NBA introduction.
But they're okay.
It's all timing and synergy.
But you know what? They're okay. They got $77 billion in media rights deals. The NFL has $110 billion in deals. Oh, wait, the WNBA signed a deal, but they don't know if they're going to have a season yet.
Oh, don't worry. A bunch of the MLB teams are about to be without a home.
9 of them are joining a lot, or, join
Good
the Padres.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
About not having anything.
That's Cal.
Broncos country, let's ride. Like Giants country, let's ride at this point.
Giants.
Good.
No, I was going to say, I mean, like, look, I'm a Met fan, so I guess having a lockout wouldn't be such a bad thing.
I mean,
lockout's a better season than we had last year, so.
I mean, you might get a casino before you get a lockout.
Yeah. Well, Well, Steve Cohen opened the casino, and it's like a really big talk. A lot of people are blaming the casino for players like not re-signing players.
Oh, please!
It has nothing to do with anything.
Well, did you hear also that Manfred's going to be done in 2029 when his contract is up?
Hallelujah!
Yeah, Manfred.
Yeah.
All right, Frank the Tank.
Manfred.
Yes.
Did you see that Rob Manfred he made an appearance on FAN?
That's what I'm talking about. He was on with Craig Carton and Chris McGonigal.
Well, did you see the question that Evan Roberts wanted to ask on tape?
No, what was it?
Basically, he wanted to ask a question where he asks about the lockout and a salary cap. And he says, look, the players will never, ever, 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 ever agree. And he says like ever, like 10 times, like agree to a salary cap. And I think, and Carton like refused to like give Goodell that question because he thought it was like a really douchey, obnoxious question.
That whole station is douchey and obnoxious.
But he was like, that was Evan's whole thing. And here's my issue with that question. Ask questions straightforward.
Yeah. Duh.
Just say, would you be open to would you go in there saying that you want?
Would you be open to negotiating without the implementation of a salary cap?
Yeah, you could have just said that, and then you get like a straight answer.
The one
thing ever, he's just thinking up like more of an answer.
Sorry, as I have the football game on next to me. But
Prime Video, baby.
I was going to say, though, at least he said that he won't put the Yankees and the Mets in the same division. Thank God.
Let's hope.
Well, yeah, obviously. Look, I mean, I saw that. I remember last year we saw that potential division with like the Mets, the Braves, with it was like the Mets, Yankees, Red Sox, like all in one division, and then the Braves are in the same division as like the
geographic realignment.
Yeah, the geographic.
I think out here it would have been Padres, Dodgers, Angels, Diamondbacks. I think out here in my neck of the woods, which would have been odd.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that would have been a little weird. Look, if there's probably going to be a lockout. I feel like there just was a lockout though. Like how many times are we going to get lockouts?
Like every 3 to 4 years, it seems like in baseball.
I mean, the last lockout was just 4 years ago.
Yep.
I mean, are we that surprised?
No.
We're getting into a lockout again. I haven't seen this many lockouts, but people are talking about like the salary cap, and people think that like the solution to baseball is having a salary cap.
Nah.
When baseball, I think that's bullshit because I understand the argument for a salary cap, but baseball's never been in a better position.
The other thing is, it's kind of like what we were talking about with the whole players will never agree. It's been 100-something years and we've never had a salary cap in MLB. Why are the players going to agree to start it now?
Or if the commissioner brings it up in a locker room, Bryce Harper or players basically want to go.
He's going to tell you shut the F up.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like that's why the whole thing I think is stupid. I mean, we also just had like the greatest Game 7 I've ever seen, and people are saying the Dodgers are ruining baseball. Like they didn't barely sneak by the Blue Jays in the greatest World Series like in our lifetimes, probably. How can you really make that argument? And I'm a Met fan too. Like I'm not rooting for the Dodgers, but like it's just a stupid argument.
I think I was clowned more for going after broadcasters than the actual series. I mean, Tom, how many views do we get between me clowning? What was it again, Callan?
Joe Davis.
Joe Davis. I think I made 150,000 views on TikTok.
Who was on the NFL Fox broadcast today with Greg Olson?
Gee, yeah. And he called the game involving a Los Angeles football team. Good Lord.
Or a Los Angeles team.
You get clowned for everything.
What else is new? At least on like a certain network, I can handle my clowning and my jokes like a man.
Well, yeah, obviously. But I will say I like putting out clips with you because then I'm not the one who gets clowned.
It's the human shield.
That's the only time people ever say nice things about me in the comments.
Well, can we just say that I'm tired of the same one comment you and I get constantly on all these accounts?
It's something like either not everybody needs a podcast or podcasting equipment is should be way more expensive. Can
I ask the question that you and I go through all the time with that? What is podcast equipment? And it's free if you're using your computer or your laptop.
A podcasting equipment
or your damn phone.
The internet is so much more accessible these days, and all these platforms are so much more accessible these days that everyone can have an opinion.
Broadcast it. By the way, people think that's such a bad thing. I don't think it's such a bad thing because I think it's better for more opinions to be out there, generally speaking, even if some of those opinions are stupid. I'd rather there be more opinions out there than only a certain number of people having opinions. And sometimes those opinions are the stupidest opinions. So
I think it's also a matter of culture too, because this whole idea of the, hot take screaming at your microphone culture all began with First Take.
It's called
and
shock
nothing has
jock,
been the
and
same
that shock
since.
jock shit
That's
doesn't
not
fly,
true.
if you ask me.
It started with Michael Mad Dog.
You know, the culture is actually damn good.
Yes, you're welcome.
But
Okay.
Here's the thing. I am cool with hot take artists. I am fine with hot take artists. I just want the hot takes to be at least somewhat smart. That's it.
Oh, that's asking a lot.
But it's not. I mean, like, I think you can have an intelligent, well thought out hot take, even if I disagree with it.
No, I agree with that. Unless
No, but how society is just says, crazy guy says something outlandish and stupid. Ha ha, click.
It's
click,
called
click,
clickbait
click,
for a reason there,
Oh,
D-Mark.
that's Stephen A. Smith to a T. Dumb clickbait.
Dude, I have so much respect for Stephen A. Smith because he's become so big in the sports world that people who don't know anything about sports all know who he is.
I mean, I'll tell you the one that probably made him the most famous off the bat.
Stay off the weed.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's one of your candidates for the 2028 presidency.
Imagine if he actually runs for president.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the funny thing. He could actually win, but I don't think he actually wants to run for president because it would be really stupid from his perspective to run for president. Like, why would he give up everything that he has to get paid less money? Because the president only makes like $400,000 a year. Stephen A. Smith.
Lifetime salary, though.
Yeah, but still. It's
Stephen A's making $32 million. Who's counting?
Exactly. So, like, why would he do that? People think because Trump ran that, Stephen A. Smith is like other famous people are also going to do it, but they're not. Not everybody is Trump.
By the way, speaking of the Commander Doof, he did put out a social media post. What is it? Truth Social, I think is the name of it now.
Yeah.
And he believes that the New York Football Giants should hire, without question, John Harbaugh. And John, a great guy, should take the job. That's from President Trump.
Wow.
It's actually, here's the thing. That's not a crazy take.
It's not.
It's honestly not. It's one of those things where it's like anyone with half a brain of sports could tell you that.
Well, you could also say Kevin Stefanski,
Okay, fair.
but like that's not like he's probably the favorite to be hired. So I don't.
Oh,
know.
so wait a minute. So you're saying Raheem Morris being in the building, getting wined and dined by the Giants didn't matter?
Raheem Morris. Yeah.
If Raheem Morris becomes our head coach, I might just.
Oh my God!
I just might slam my head into a door a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, there we go.
It's okay. It's okay. The Giants are going to give you other reasons to slam your head against.
Hey, I think as Jets fans, we suffer more than Giants fans.
Emotional damage.
In some ways we do, and in some ways we don't. Here's how we don't. In some ways, Giant fans are a little more used to winning than Jet fans. Also because they're usually also Yankee fans, whereas Jet fans were just kind of used to the misery a little more than Giant fans are. I think that's the difference. By the way, I can't wait to tune into a certain Giants podcast if
Packers
Giants end up hiring Raheem Morris.
The Packers just scored again. It's 21-3 now.
Oh, and 4th and 1 they scored. I got the game on right now.
I hate to say this because everyone knows my opinion about this already. I want the Packers to blow this game out like 50-3, like in the worst way.
Well, let me go back.
Did they actually score?
Yeah, they did.
Wow. Gee, I wonder why you think that.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. Why do I?
Oh no! Wait a minute.
Oh, is that under review?
It is under review.
But it looked like they gained possession back in the end zone.
It's overturned. It's first down.
Not yet.
Tom must be ahead of you.
No.
See.
Oh, he lost it before he was
lost
in the end zone.
possession.
Yeah.
He lost possession before crossing the plane.
Yeah, but they gained the ball back in the end zone, though.
Let's see.
First down.
Yeah.
First
No,
down.
that's.
Did he?
Wait,
Okay.
if that's in the end, then that's a touchback.
Yeah,
That's
but the
Bears ball.
They called it
No,
first and goal for the Packers.
No, okay, so it's not a touchback. Okay, so it is first goal Packers.
We're doing it live here, folks.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait,
Nope.
but if he lost it,
You're
look,
seeing that too, right, Nick?
Yeah.
if he lost it, it's got to either be a touchdown or a touchback.
Right?
No,
Nick? That's what's confusing me.
No, because he lost it before the end zone. That's why.
You can't recover a fumble in the end zone?
No, I'm saying that the reason it's not a touchback is because he lost possession before he was in the end zone. I think
Oh, okay.
if he had lost that, I think it would have been different. But
And the Bears never touched it. The Bears never touched the fumble.
exactly, that's right. They're going to score.
Don't be so sure, but you never know. I know you're rooting.
Oh, they didn't get it.
Oh, that's close. I don't think they got that.
Third down.
There's Romeo Dobbs with that helmet. It's like the
That
dunce
helmet.
helmet.
Yeah, oh, you mean the engulfed helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a guardian.
I mean,
cap
I
on.
understand why they have that helmet. It's still funny to look at.
Yeah, no,
But-
I'm not against it. I just think it's funny. That's
And by the way,
It's
that's
funny
and by the
looking.
way-
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, that'll be a good tease for I believe May of this year during one of my ETB Small Market Edition episodes. I'm going to talk about Junior Seau's death. Obviously, he grew up here and how his death kind of led to all the changes that we've seen, including the guys wearing the Guardian caps now in game too, and not just in practice.
They're going to call a timeout, or did they not call a timeout?
Well, going back to what I was going to say on the Harbaugh topic, the thing is, no matter who they get, Harbaugh or Stefanski, it's not like the hiring of one head coach is going to take 1 year to completely turn things around. We've already been through that enough with the Giants, where the first year is always great, and then the remaining years are just, especially like I mentioned on Forecast, if you look at the Giants' road schedule next year,
It's bad.
oh,
Yeah.
that's a brutal one.
Yeah, no. I don't disagree with that at all. And you're also in the same division as the Eagles and the Commanders and the Cowboys. The Commanders
Correct.
and Cowboys are like wild cards. Yeah, the Giants are totally behind.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a few years, even if you hire Harbaugh or Stefanski for that matter.
And
Oh,
also,
you didn't get it. You didn't get it. Oh.
Wow.
I don't know. I can never get used to Kirk Herbstreit doing NFL games.
I mean, first of all, is anyone else tired of the whole dog thing?
Absolutely not.
No,
No.
I like it, but they now ESPN is like overdoing it now, like where they're making videos of him traveling with his dogs from the College Game Day set.
I'll never get tired of that. And if we're talking about ESPN and overproduction of something, no, shocker. ESPN likes to
Here's the thing,
overproduce
though.
things.
If you're gonna overproduce something, that's not the worst thing to overproduce.
Right.
I
I
like
mean, it's not like when the NFL was like obsessed with Taylor Swift.
Oh,
It was like way overdoing everything
Wait a
having to do with Taylor Swift.
Tom and I remember this. Do you remember the Iron Eagle Taylor Swift references going out to break?
Mm-hmm.
Always. It was always the songs. And they so desperately wanted her to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. It's kind of sickening, if you ask me.
Well,
Like-
honestly, the minute Travis Kelce formally announces his retirement, they're asking her for the year after.
They're not. She's publicly come out and said she doesn't want to do it.
Bad Bunny will
as
be
long
just
as
fine
Kelsey's
for
in the
all of you
NFL.
guys on Super Bowl Sunday.
As long as Kelsey's in the NFL.
You'll be okay.
By the way, I know a little bit of Bad Bunny. Does anyone else know Bad Bunny in this room? Oh, you do? Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
People are making it sound like nobody ever heard of Bad Bunny. When
I don't know any of his music. I know who he is. I just don't know any of his music.
And people are making it sound like Bad Bunny was this obscure pick. I don't know. And I think it's more a generational thing, if anything.
No, I'm not saying it's obscure. I'm just saying I don't know any of his music, really. I know who he is, but did you, Nick, I don't know if you saw this from our neck of the world since we worked in political. Well, you still work in it, and I did work in it. Did you see that Turning Point USA is going to do their own Super Bowl halftime show? Because
Mhm.
like Bad Bunny as the Super Bowl halftime show.
But I looked at the music. It's all like
It's country
religious
music.
based.
It's country. Oh, I thought it was country music.
No, I thought it was just religious based music.
But yes, Nick,
But
if
what
you
is
look,
it?
I need
let me look
Greenwood
it
and
up.
some other like American
Probably Kid Rock.
performers.
yeah, that's what I
I
was
think,
thinking.
I think so. Kid Rock. Yeah.
Turning.
looking-
Oh, wait a minute. A day ago, Turning Point USA won't reveal halftime Super Bowl performers.
Oh, come on.
I guess they want it to be a surprise. Well, where's it? Well, I'm going to want to tune into that. Where is it going to be broadcast?
Probably on their YouTube.
It's probably no, it's probably on the social media pages. Probably they'll
Mhm.
probably be live. I went to look it up. It says they're calling it the Turning Point USA presents the All American Halftime Show.
Okay, here's something interesting. So Turning Point USA, as part of their reach out to their audience and about this kind of show. Wait, they're going for it on 4th down.
What?
Wait a minute.
No way.
They're going for it.
They're probably looking to get a jump off side here. Come on. Oh,
They're
wow.
going for it.
Touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Romeo
Touchdown.
Dobbs got it. Wow.
Yes.
Somebody. check in on
Anyways,
the rant.
They asked their audience. The nonprofit's website still asks fans, "quote What music genres would you like to see feature?" with options.
They gave a vote. Yes.
Yeah. Worship, pop, hip hop, country, classic rock, Americana, anything in English.
Which Republican? I'm surprised they don't want country music.
Country was one of the choices.
No, I'm saying I'm surprised they just didn't go country because that's what they always do.
I don't know. I don't know about that exactly. Like,
Where's Kid Rock? Come on.
Rock.
As far what I was saying, I had heard that they were going to go in the direction of like faith-based music, and it's like if there's one thing, I know Super Bowl falls on Sunday, but I don't think of faith when I think of Super Bowl football.
I think country
I don't
music.
think of faith, but I do think of superstition.
Yes, I
do
agree.
think of that because everybody deep in the playoffs, every fan base is very superstitious,
That's true. Well, especially if you're gambling on it.
especially if you're gambling. But yes, it is very football can get very superstitious at times.
I mean, sports can be like that. I mean, hockey, we have the freaking playoff beer tradition.
Or like Boomer Esiason would put the opposing team's jerseys in
Yes.
the freezer.
Yes. By the way, speaking of gambling, did you see the story that DraftKings might be out of Chicago soon?
Why did Zan
we
bankrupt
Nick
them?
and Morganson and I talked about that on PR on Wednesday afternoon.
Wait, Nick D, what did you say?
I said, did Zan bankrupt them?
So it said,
By the way, you were talking comments before on FP5. We had the unintentionally funniest comment directed at Zan. What happened was he made a prediction. I think it was that Ohio State would beat Indiana or something like that.
oops.
And then after the game, of course, the comment section was just filled with people dunking
I love
like you for
people
being
do
wrong.
that. I love the naysayers after the fact.
I every time I go, Nick D, every time I go to schedule your clips where you guys are making predictions, I cringe and I'm like, are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
Well, wait a minute. Ask Nick D from when we were doing leftovers how many times you and I would talk about games and then people would be like, you're wrong. And I'm like,
No, usually it's FP5 actually where they do that. They say you're totally wrong about it's like, but let me see your prediction then.
what was your prediction the 2-3 days before the game?
Nick Morganson, do you remember there was one year we were doing a Super Bowl post show? I think it was the year that the Eagles beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl in 2018.
Philly special.
Right, the Philly Special Bowl. And do you remember there was some commenter on that live stream who told Nick Federa to suck it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I remember that. It's gotten worse. Now they just tell me to either go F off or I'm unintelligent about sports takes.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. And people say the same thing with me. Like one time we put an FP5 clip out there and somebody says, guy on the right is unintelligent.
Yeah, I see that all the time and I laugh because I'm like, what's your opinion about college football?
Yeah, that's what I really don't get because I'm going out of my way to clearly explain what I'm saying and they just say this is unintelligent. No, here's what the comments said. What happened?
There's almost an interception by the Packers.
Here's what the comment said that was directed at Zan after he made like an incorrect prediction.
Oh no.
Guy says, armchair analyst here.
Oh, that's such a common comment. Come on.
I don't think the commenter knew. Because it's not clear at all from
I only had the reaction I did because Zan on the MMA side, Zan has gotten really bad comments like that.
Oh no. And when he says bad, like
Really?
some that like are attack worthy back at that person.
Oh yeah.
Like basically asking Zan to go into the octagon, knowing that Zan
Can't.
I don't know if this guy knew that. I think this guy, that's just a common phrase. I just thought it was so unintentionally ridiculous.
Well, I think what did Johnny have to stop me a few times from going after the person in the forecast yesterday when we were live?
You were not. Can we talk about?
Because we didn't want to go on tangents. I was trying to. It was twice before I was going to have my turn.
No, you're right. No, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I was ready to take the guy down.
You guys had 6 games and you went over an hour 20.
Well, wait a minute. I have to defend slightly. I told you this yesterday.
Well, yeah, the coaching news.
Yeah, if we didn't do that, we would have been an hour.
Wait,
We're an
can
hour
we
five.
play some of this forecasts?
Well, I have the Bears game, but this is because that's what you asked for, right?
Yeah,
so
just the Bears segment. That's it.
Well, okay.
This was really funny.
Yeah,
Well,
I think Christy pretty much said it like this.
But you're going to hear it all the way from the beginning because I cut like 12 minutes of it. So it's going to start from when Johnny opens the game. I didn't know.
No, that was the best part, was the beginning.
Oh, okay. Let's pull that up.
Packers against
Here it is.
Caleb Williams and yours and Zan's and Grant's Bears. And yes, the second straight game where the road team is the favorite. Packers laying 1.5.
Yeah. So the Bears versus Packers, game 3. Most important one of the season. Iceman does the job, comes out, wins with Rome back. Kyler Gordon's coming back. We're healthy. Nick, you know what I'm doing. Get it right. Bears plus 1.5 lock of the week.
Yeah, so you're talking about that, right?
Look at your face. I've never seen you look more annoyed.
Be fair to me here. I knew where that was going right away.
Oh, yeah.
The whole room knew where that was going.
The whole room
knew where that one was going.
I even knew where it was going. I'm not even on the show.
And by the way, because I know why you're saying this part, because then Mr. Next Pick in there did the same thing.
Bears come out at Soldier.
I could have told you that from a mile away.
I could have done that too.
Yeah, Bears come out at Soldier, beat the Packers again at Soldier. We have another home game.
Okay.
So I think Bears win easy.
Zan.
Yeah, this is obviously. I think the Bears.
Zan didn't lock him. Zan didn't lock it.
Zan sounded totally reasonable.
Well,
I could tell Johnny sounded a little annoyed. He's like, "All right, go ahead, Zan."
No. I actually do want to bring up Zan's lock because if we're going to talk about comments and we're going to talk about locks, there was something else after the whole Bears thing. And Nick Morganson might know where I'm going with that.
I only have the Bears part because that's what Nick asked for.
Okay, so actually,
I wasn't going to go as far as to go for the lock of the week, so I won't do that. But I will take the Bears to
he didn't
do enough to win the game.
No, he didn't. That's my point.
Give me the Bears to win 7.
Yeah.
But my point was, do you remember that Johnny, you, me, and Ben all locked the Pats -3.5, and then somebody in the comments said that the 5 of us were pretty much crazy.
He said lock of the week was crazy for the Patriots, is what the person said in the comments. It's not. The Patriots are going to obliterate.
Crazy.
But let me see if I can quickly.
I don't think any lock of the week is that crazy.
Oh wait, I think it's right here.
Grant?
-3.5 against the. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Not only do I agree with both of the guys that went before me, but this is very important because I I know a couple of Packers fans, and one of them is my old
Wait,
football
I don't remember.
coach.
Were you just doing that
actually, I
now,
should
or was
say,
that back then?
No, that was me.
Yeah, that was
Okay. I was like, wait, when did that happen?
And he just will always give me, crap about being a Bears fan, and I rightfully so give him crap about being a Packer fan. But last time the Packers played, he texts me, at like halftime, how am I feeling? Because the Bears are down, 10-0.
Yeah, so
or whatever
far
the score
these
was
takes
at
are
that
aging
point.
like
And
milk.
I put my phone away. I'm like, I'm not talking to you right now because there's no point to talk to you because they're gonna come back and they could win. So they did sadly lose. They did sadly lose, but that is not happening this time because we are gonna get back our nickel corner and one of our most important pass catchers. In fact, the most important. So I am gonna copy Michael and make the Bears my lock of the week.
Okay. I said this to Nick D last night while we were prepping the show for tonight. That was probably the most obvious lock of the entire week.
The most obvious. We didn't, like, none of us saw this coming.
I mean, can you, Tom, would you agree that was probably the most obvious lock of the week?
Yeah, I kind of predicted. I was a little surprised that Zan didn't go with the Bears as well, but I thought his pick, maybe I'm biased in saying, but I thought his lock was an intelligent one.
What was his lock again? I don't even remember.
I just told you it was the Patriots, the same one you and I made.
Oh.
Look at Nick's face right there. Look at Nick's face right there.
Emotional damage.
Because I knew it was coming. That's why.
Look at Ben's face right there.
Ben and Tom are mildly amused. Johnny, I can tell, is annoyed.
Well, no, because after he locks, if we go to that part.
Let's go to that part.
Is that a fan pick or an analyst pick, Grant?
I'm gonna say
be honest.
Nick.
Now, Tom, just confirm it because it got kind of cut off in there.
Pretty much said both.
How can it be both?
You can't have a fan and analyst.
What?
Pick.
You can't. It's either you're picking it because you're picking games, or you're picking it because you're being a fan. Like
a push.
No pushes. This is not hockey. Well, or if you're the Dallas Cowboys who had a tie earlier this year.
Well, Callan, I jokingly have once said this earlier this forecast season. You know what? We should have a thing like the 0 and 00 in roulette, where if you predict a tie and you're accurate, you get like 6 points or something.
Wait a minute. Nick D and I talked about a new rule possibly for next year, and I actually liked it, where if you take the same lock, I think we said 3 weeks in a row and you're wrong, then the fourth week, if you want to pick them, you have to take a parlay, a 2-part parlay for week 4 if you want to take them for a fourth week in a row. I like it.
Yeah, like in other words, like let's say like Grant picks the Bears 3 weeks in a row, is wrong all 3 weeks. Then if he wants to pick the Bears the fourth week, he has to parlay that with something else.
Whatever it is. Oh.
It could be anything. Could be same game.
I mean, the wild card I gave Morgeson was that if these guys keep locking Chicago, then they have to pick a rival of the Bears to also win a game eventually, too. They can't keep betting against them.
I think the parlay is more fun, though, at least.
Yeah, exactly. And that's more one of those like, well, what do I know sort of things,
It'll make it a lot more interesting.
The thing is, though, and I said this to Nick, and I think I said this to Callan, too. If the Bears make the Super Bowl, we all know what Grant and Michael's pick is going to be.
Oh, of course. But it's not looking that way after, one quarter of football?
Also at this point, we already said next week was going to be the last week of locks because...
Well, I wasn't even talking about locks. I just meant generally. They're just going to pick.
Oh, yeah.
The failure.
By the way, it's 21-3 going into the half.
The failure.
I remember the funniest thing.
Well, wait, Green Bay's going for a 55-yard field goal before the half ends.
Oh, please make it.
Let's go up 24-3.
Please make it. Please make it.
I remember the funniest thing
That's
though.
good.
What?
Up or not?
No,
No good.
the wind completely took that one.
Damn it.
Well, I will say this: if the Packers somehow blow it this time, oh man, they will not live this one down.
I don't think they're going to blow this one, though. I said it, and of course, I had Bears fans attacking me during the football forecast show, telling me that Caleb Williams is clutch because he had 6 clutch performances this year.
Well, you know what? Do you want to know what I'm hoping for personally?
What?
Very few points in this second half.
What?
Yeah, you took the under.
Oh, God damn it! I was.
Well,
because if
you can't play it, it's copyright now.
What's
right?
copyright?
If you remember, I went do.
The how low can you go is copyright.
After I played it on Press Row on Thursday, Nick warned me on the air. I got rid of it from the soundboard, sadly.
Man, everything is copyrighted. We can't play anything. You know what I wanted the intro for this show to be? A creation of the Sopranos intro.
You probably could have done it without the music, though.
Yeah, but without the music, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work.
That's true.
You kind of need the music. Otherwise, it just looks like I'm just driving.
That's a good point.
But I thought that would be funny, but then I was like, oh, damn, I can't recreate this. Without
it would have been good, actually, but...
It probably would have been good, but yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Yeah, the commenters, I don't know where these people came from, these commenters.
Oh, they were Bears fans. I could have told you that.
No, I knew they were Bears fans, but I don't know how they know the show. Are they friends with like Grant?
Yeah, well, it was a friend of Grant and Michael's, but at the same time, well, no, there was a few other people, random people in there too.
Yeah.
And one was trying to tell me that Caleb is better than Josh Allen this year. And I'm like, who looks at 1 year and says it? And his logic was that Caleb's had more clutch finishes than Josh Allen this year. Who cares?
And then as I mentioned before, someone was coming after me, Nick, Johnny, Zen, and Ben for locking the 3.5 point favorite Pats over the Chargers.
Chargers are going to get slammed.
Clown show.
Do we want
Please, New England, please put those guys out of their misery.
Oh, that's right. You hate them with a burning passion. I forgot.
Do you want any more of this video, Nick? Or
Yeah, let's continue. Let's go through the commenters.
Christy, go ahead.
Yeah, we can go through Christy.
All right, let me see if I can.
Nothing that relevant. I just want to get to the commenters.
I got to see. Oh, wait. Here we go. This is the one where I think I started.
You got annoyed with all the
matchup.
That is not true.
We do have someone who's
No,
in the
go
comments
back,
pointing out certain
Hold on.
things.
What?
Go back a little.
Go back a little for what?
Yeah, because you were saying something. Look,
I was
Also,
going to say,
I think the Packers have more weapons.
Can we like take these comments and like send them to @freezingcoldtakes on Twitter?
yeah.
Oh no.
I would be on freezing cold takes like all the time, just like because everything I say turns into like massive conversation every time I say it, but which has been a problem. Also, I think the Packers have more weapons, whether it's offensively or defensively in this matchup.
True. That is not true.
Wait,
We
hold
do
on.
have someone who's fun.
He interrupts me every time I say something bad about the Bears.
Yeah, no, objection, Your Honor.
He acts like I murdered somebody on the Bears. Like, oh.
The comments pointing out certain
hold on.
things.
Let Nick
There you
finish.
go.
Well, let Nick go.
Wait, let Nick make his pick.
Okay.
So, I don't know. The experience factor is what's pushing me towards the Packers because what experience is Caleb having? Caleb in clutch moments has come up smaller than mini me. Yes, there's a Stephen A. reference for you.
Mini me.
It's
But
a reference.
until I see Caleb come up in a clutch moment, I can't pick the Bears in the playoffs right now. So I am taking the Packers to cover in this matchup.
What was that guy's comment? Let me just read
Okay,
it.
they have now thrown like 4 or 5 comments out.
All right, let me just better run game, better receivers, better tight ends, better secondary. Bears are better every group except D line. What exactly do the
I
Packers
disagree.
I
I
don't know.
disagree.
And one thing
I mean,
I'll
the
say.
Pack-
So the Packers, the 4-game losing streak that the Packers are on, I get that, but remember Jordan Love is returning after he suffered a concussion in Week 16, and the Packers are on their way to winning that game if he doesn't get concussed.
Correct.
Christian Watson is back, and if he doesn't get hurt in Denver, I think the Packers win that game. Zach Tom, their best offensive lineman, is back, and as great as the Bears' defense is when it comes to takeaways, it gives up a lot of yards and a lot of points. What's the weather situation there too in Green Bay? In Chicago, are they calling?
It's gonna be cold. It's going to be really cold.
Let's pause.
Snowing.
Okay.
Snowing.
Snow?
See, that's why I also went with the under, was that I expected more. I knew it was going to be cold, and it is cold, but I expected more snow, and
It hasn't snowed a drop.
Well, no, here's what's amazing about this comment. He says the Packers played perfect games the last 2 games.
They have
games. What the hell is he talking about? Jordan Love got injured the last time they played, and Romeo Dobbs.
And they rested all their starters against the Vikings, and the Vikings.
No, he was talking about the last 2 games between them.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What people are failing to realize that is if Jordan Love does not get hurt, the Bears don't win that game.
Not only that, if Romeo Dobbs just knows how to field a punt, they don't an onside kick. I mean, they don't lose that game.
Because the game is over at that point. If
it would have been over if Romeo Dobbs didn't fumble the onside kick.
This is the problem, and I'm not saying them necessarily, but Bears fans think that they just want to have every horrible thought against the Packers, like that the Packers are such evil human beings. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I hate everybody. Like, the Packers are a better team than you are.
Yeah, and Zan commented, yeah, Nick, I got to give it to you. This is exactly how the Packers want it to go.
Oh, by the way, Nick Morganson, who did you say?
RELA.
I'm okay with it. Because I forgot to pull that. Nick, that's the one I should have pulled, where Grant goes off and says, I won't pick the Steelers because I hate Aaron Rodgers. You know, everybody in this room knows that drives me crazy.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It makes no sense because if Aaron Rodgers wasn't a great player, you wouldn't hate him.
Well, yes, but you're going to put your hatred as your pick?
Right. I mean, no, exactly. Like, I never once in my life bet against Tom Brady just because I hate him. And I hate Tom Brady.
I hate Tom Brady.
We all hate Tom Brady. But I never, bet against them because I don't like them. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, what's the matchup? So the Steelers are playing the Texans. I think I took the Steelers to win that game.
You think the Steelers are going to win outright?
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually took Houston because every time I bet against Houston, they end up winning.
Remember, DK's back. I think that's a huge difference.
DK is back, but Houston still has a tremendous
I
quiet
did say that on the show.
Wait, so DeKalin is back.
But Tom, I did say on the show, I did say the Texans, you have to respect the Texans defense. I did say that. But I think having DK back it's a huge factor for Pittsburgh's offense because he just had no weapons to throw to at all.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I took New England as my lock this week.
Well, Zan, I was going on just before about the how you, Nick, Johnny, and Ben all locked the Pats -3.5, and how the 5 of us got completely trashed on by that one guy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else we want to listen to here, or are we done with
No,
this?
I don't know if you want to keep going through the comments.
Okay.
Wait.
So I do like
again,
the under as a play. But
by the way, note to the people who don't know how to turn their ringers off and when I said before the show, I said phones, chargers, laptop chargers. And of course, people's phones are dinging in the background.
Yes.
I continue.
This is a very tough decision, but because those guys are back for the Packers, and I think those guys being out made a difference as to why they were struggling. In Week 18, they didn't play anybody, so I don't take anything away from that game against the Vikings.
no.
And I thought I was getting them as a dog here, so I think this is a little telling too that they're actually a slight favorite. I'm also going to take the money.
Well, it'd be good if
All
I
right.
was paying attention on my own cues, not looking at the chat.
Well, I did say I was trending.
You're being called nuts in the comments, Nick. So
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna take the money.
That's
Ben?
not going to be the first or the last time.
There we go.
I got a quick question to my Bears fans. I have two things. I have the good news and I have the bad news. What do you want to hear first?
Bad news.
Bad news first.
Bad news. If I had to choose a game to pick, I'm picking the Packers. What's the good news? I am not picking the Packers as my team in this. I'm going with a total of an over/under, and I'm picking the over in this game.
Ooh.
Listen, I think both
That
teams
works.
specifically have the Packers specifically cannot stop without Micah Parsons. It's been clear. Their defense specifically
Yes.
put up a ton when it comes to passing, a lot of explosive plays, and that's obviously the reason why Caleb Williams did the passing to Moore in the last matchup was a massive explosive play. The Bears give up a lot of yards too. A lot of their games that they've won by high-scoring games. So specifically, when I'm looking at this type of game, no matter what the weather's going to be, I like points here as the over, no matter what, because both teams have their own deficiencies. So I'm taking the over.
Tom.
What's up?
I was just going to say, because there's comments going to say, seriously, we need to address this. How are we saying Caleb isn't clutch? Look at some of the moments in some of the games down the stretch. The defense is what's winning you guys games right now, currently.
He has
Not-
6 game
I
winning
can
drive.
admit that.
I think it's 50-50. He's had moments where he's been clutch and
Six
there's
game
moments where
winning
he
drives.
hasn't.
I'm just gonna say that.
I think he has been a little bit more clutch than I think he does deserve a little bit of credit for
Yeah.
He's also
back.
cost
At the end of the
some
day,
games.
even in that
He's
week
goofed
16
up.
hold on, let me finish. Even in that week 16 game with when Watson got hurt, he still had to
And
lead
I'm
them
just
back.
waiting.
He did the job. It doesn't matter what happened. That was just he did the job. So
Mhm.
it has to be fair. Now you can also say week 18 too.
Somebody pour
against
out a
team that
beer
had
for
nothing to play
Albano,
but he's had
please.
his moments.
Make
So
it
you
a
have to
double.
be fair about that. All right, Tom, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm like
Okay.
playing on my phone because it's like I know
Actually, it's going to be 9 degrees with 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Oh,
Whoa.
playoff football.
Brr.
That is playoff football. It is a snow game. And by the way, this line, I believe, actually flipped because earlier in the week, I believe the Bears were the favorites.
Yes.
No, this
I don't know if we're going to gain much else from this.
No,
You're not. But there was another sports book that actually did have the Bears as the favorite originally.
I mean, the Bears being the favorite in this game, I thought was kind of wild, though.
Well, because they're the
Home
home
team.
team.
So what? I don't.
They were favored by 1, so that's Vegas telling you the Packers are better.
One, I think it was 1.5, right? Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah, but now they're now the Packers are favored, I think.
Oh yeah, actually, I'll take that back. The Packers were the favorite, at 1.5. But
And
I
they're
don't
beating the shit out of them too at halftime. Give me a break. There's already a
Oh,
crying
yeah,
Jordan
no,
meme
Zan-
on the Bears already.
Book, hold on.
Yeah.
Zan is right. It was BetMGM who had the Bears as a favorite.
yeah, leave it to BetMGM to take over a certain radio network that I used to listen to for many years.
And we literally talked to somebody who used to work there too.
Yeah, well,
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Infinity Sports Network.
Oh, but that's not that doesn't exist anymore, right?
No, I'm saying that's the one that most of the BetMGM content, because we don't have enough gambling network content to listen to, right? Between VSiN and BetMGM and I don't know, DraftKings, FanDuel, which might go under, by the way, FanDuel TV network.
I don't know. I mean, look, there's a lot of gambling content even on non-gambling channels.
I get it, but I feel like gambling has taken over the sports talking content.
Well, somebody said, I forget who. Somebody said I saw recently that the sports industry has become nothing but hot takes and gambling.
That's
David
what
Shepard basically said that with me and Nick on.
Yeah, he said that on Press Row. Actually, that's the exact line.
That's exactly where I was on. It was your Press Row interview.
Somebody watches the show. It's a miracle.
By the way, he destroyed Barrett Sports Media too. Like,
Well, what was his beef with Barrett Sports Media?
he doesn't like the fact that he's gatekeeping, and basically he only writes about the people he has relationships with, which, by the way, is true. You only see him writing about Colin Cowherd and Stephen A. Smith and all those guys because he's got relationships with them. He never writes.
Jason Barrett has relationships with those guys?
Yeah. Well, he used to work at ESPN and some of the other companies, but he's biased. He's a biased writer, and Shepard referred to him as the TMZ of sports media.
Is that an insult, though? The TMZ of sports media?
I mean,
TMZ is a pretty big deal. They break a lot of stories.
Way back when, it would have been an insult the way they used to do stuff.
Right,
Now,
that's the thing.
now people trust them when they break news first.
They broke the Kobe news when Kobe died in the helicopter crash. That was TMZ.
I mean, they just didn't get the right people with him in the airplane and the helicopter.
Right. There were rumors that Rick Fox was on the plane.
Yeah, they rumored so many people. It was like a lottery for who was next on the plane. Like, but
I remember where I was at when I got that news.
We all do, yeah. But I don't know. It annoys me sometimes, just like on Forecast, when people it's biased picks, and I'm trying to stop biased picks. Nick knows I don't like this at all. Like, I want to just avoid all the bias in picks.
Yeah, I know you do, but you can't tell people who to pick.
I'm not saying that.
That's the thing.
See, Zan was debating with me. I know Zan's watching, where I said maybe you can't lock the same team 2 weeks in a row. He called that pick'em. That's actually not pick'em. Pick'em or a pick'em pool is regardless if a team wins or loses, you can't pick them anymore.
No, you're thinking of
You're thinking of Survivor.
Survivor. That's what he might have said. He said that's Survivor. I'm like, no, Survivor is you can't pick a team again regardless.
But no. But the lock doesn't do anything because that doesn't address the issue of biased picks. You could just pick the same team and just not lock them and lock a different game. Like, it's not really affecting anything.
No, but I'm saying, like, when Grant locks the Bears every week, it's kind of like, come on, like, or to say I won't pick the Steelers because Aaron Rodgers sucks and I hate him. Like,
if you remember 2022, even in that miraculous Giants season, I wasn't always picking the Giants every week.
I mean, ask Nick and I don't think we've ever picked the Jets ever.
We rarely ever do. Occasionally I do. We don't do much. But it's different because like we're Jet fans. If anything, we'd be biased in favor of the Jets.
Right. I think that's kind of
tank.
I was gonna say, and I think that's kind of the difference. One, it's strangely enough anti-biased from the fans. And number two, the evidence is there because let's see, how many bad seasons in a row have you guys had again?
I lost track at like 10.
Look, it's been more than half my life.
You guys haven't made it since the 2010 playoffs, right?
It's been more than half my life.
Years.
I hope you're still sending Nate Kading birthday gifts every year for the former NFL franchise giving you that game in 2010. You're welcome.
Ugh. You mean the back-to-back AFC championship years was the last time we were in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Ugh. But Alan, at the time when the Jets beat the Chargers, you were a Charger fan.
I remember being at a minor league hockey game in 04 when
you were at a minor league hockey game while the Chargers were playing in the playoffs?
Because I didn't care about football when I was younger either.
Oh, okay.
He's an NFL fan.
I mean, I recall being at a game at the arena because they had the Charger game on the concourse TV. So everybody during intermission spilled out to the concourse to watch the game. And I remember Kading missed the field goal in 04 when it was rainy and sloppy, and Chad Pennington and Martin beat us that year. Then 2010 was when he missed like the 3 field goals in a row, and they won 17-14, something like that.
I mean, well, let's put it this way. The reason he's not a fan anymore is because the Spanos family just decided to pick the team up from San Diego and move it to LA because he wanted all that money. Not that he needed it.
I mean, isn't that like the Nets moving from New Jersey to Brooklyn?
Not in Southern California. Not
honestly, because like to me,
all.
I always thought of like San Diego and LA as like brothers. I never really thought they were.
And then hipsters adopting the Nets as their team.
No, you know what pissed me off more about
like 2 seasons?
Because I'm the one in this room who could say I was a New Jersey Nets fan in this room.
A lot of my friends were too.
I remember the J Kidd, Richard Jefferson, and Vince Carter days. I remember all the dunks. I remember the Jason Kidd alley-oops. I remember Kenyon Martin in a net uniform. If you're
Team Destiny taking on Team Dynasty in the finals.
Yes, or the Nets playing the Lakers and getting absolutely destroyed and swept.
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah. So that's a Net fan. When they became the Brooklyn Nets, everyone said, "Oh, it's cool to be a Brooklyn Net fan because they're in New York." No.
And they were a big toe away from going to the finals.
Well, how many more fans do you think the Brooklyn Nets gained for moving to Brooklyn? I don't know if it really made that much. I think maybe in the younger generation,
A lot. Because they didn't want to work for the Knicks.
And quite honestly, if you were to ask any LA native, which is not me, who is an NFL fan, they would tell you they would tell you to your face, no one gives a shit about the Rams and Chargers. They wanted the Raiders more than they wanted those other two teams to come to LA.
By the way, I feel bad for Oakland fans who lost their team to Vegas.
They lost everybody.
I don't feel that bad for Raider fans because Raider fans are all over the map.
No,
they're
but
not like Jet fans that are like from around here.
Yeah,
Raider
but
fans are from everywhere.
Oh my God, the Bears about to score. Oh, they're in the red zone.
No, this is Patrick.
Well, Callan, here's my question. If you're not an NFL fan, are you an XFL fan or a USFL fan?
I did go to one XFL game, I think, before COVID hit, and I think before the league shut down operation in Carson in LA because the quarterback for the LA Wildcats went to my university. And we went just to go and check it out. And I'm like, too gimmicky.
So, Callan, here's my question. If MLB goes into a lockout and then miraculously an XLB came out, would you be a fan of it?
Extreme Baseball League or Extreme League Baseball?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why don't we just get the XBA while we're at it?
Maybe we can have like replacement players.
Maybe.
Like we had replacement refs.
Just call up all the minor leaguers. Why not?
Maybe we can have like a league of their own again.
Oh, jeez.
They already did start a women's pro baseball league in Illinois coming up this upcoming spring.
Which it is amazing to me, like when you look at the history of baseball and how depleted everything was, and to the point where, because so many players were fighting in the war. Yo, what's up, ma'am?
Hello, guys. I'm sorry.
You're good.
How we doing? What'd I miss?
You didn't. That's actually going to be the name of a segment that we're going to want to do. What did I miss?
I like it.
Because I sleep through everything. But today, I don't think it works because I didn't really miss much. I think the only thing I missed.
No, you tried to show up and work for free yesterday.
Yeah. No, yesterday what I missed was I missed the beginning of the Rams-Panthers game because I was sleeping.
You didn't miss much.
I saw that the Rams were up 14-0, and I was like, my Rams minus 10.5 looks good.
And then the Panthers came surging back. I thought.
You want to hear something crazy? This is the first time the Panthers are in the playoffs since I was in Charlotte.
Wait, really?
I was in Charlotte
10 years.
Which was 8 years ago almost.
Ugh.
And I was in Charlotte.
Yeah, it was like the last time they were in the playoffs. It was a couple of years after their Super Bowl run, right?
You mean that even when Cam Newton thinks he can come back and be a quarterback in the league, was it since him or no?
I don't think it's been since Cam tried. It's been a minute.
Oh, Caleb's hurt.
Nice. Listen, I'm a Giants fan. I'm rooting against both sides.
Oh, Caleb,
good. A fellow Giants sufferer.
Yeah, no, I've been doing this bit. Being a Giants fan is like being a battered wife. Like every week you think it's going to be different, and it's not.
Wow. Wait, so does getting John Harbaugh change that notion or no?
I've already addressed. Let's
address
it because I addressed it earlier.
Does the abusive husband buying the battered wife a new car change that? Like,
no, you're right.
No, it's just like a bigger like emerald. It's just like buying an emerald ring. Like it's all right for a little bit.
Well, that sounds like Steve Cohen syndrome. If I just spend more money, maybe it'll make the problem go away.
That's every episode of The Sopranos when Carmela's pissed at Tony.
Yeah,
that's Tony's solution to anything.
She just buys her something expensive and she just forgets about everything.
Again, that sounds like Steve Cohen when he paid off Justin Verlander to go away. I'll just make the problem go away. I'll pay the $99 million or whatever, and he'll just go somewhere else and win, and I'll forget about it.
My condolences for you being stuck with Juan, Mr. Me, Myself, and I Soto for the next 15 years.
Yeah. Fuck that bum.
I love Soto.
I'm in a lot of pain athletically.
Yeah,
Man,
I'll readdress it.
Yankee fans talk about Juan Soto like an ex-girlfriend.
You're welcome, Morgeson, and you're welcome, D-Mart. He ain't my problem now, so have fun with him.
Wait a minute. Isn't that the ex-girlfriend syndrome right there?
Yeah,
my problem anymore.
I have a Dominican ex, and it feels a lot like Juan Soto leaving.
Oh my God! Like I like to say, Steve Cohen somehow managed to get a Dominican guy to choose Queens over the Bronx.
Oh,
That is impressive.
Oh. If it was a Japanese player, then it would have been more shocking if they picked the Mets over the Yankees.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kodai Senga already did.
Come on. Oh, come on. You mean while the Dodgers have all the talent there?
I mean,
Where did Amai went to Houston, right? He was like the big, yeah.
Well,
Fuck
did you see the Toronto Blue Jays? Well, he's now a Toronto Blue Jays pitcher, but the Japanese pitcher who put all the jerseys down in front of his young daughter and said, "Pick a jersey, and that's where I'm going to go play." And she picked the Blue Jays. She picked the Blue Jays.
Well, there's no way that he just let his daughter choose that.
Go look it up. Story.
Wait, what is this? College decision day?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's like a bad version of The Bachelorette. Which
Man, that show used to be good too.
I hate it. Tom knows it's about me right here.
The Bachelor used to be really good.
Well,
and then now
Nick Morgan,
in what
Nick
world?
Nick M hates The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and any show.
It was, no. I used to watch it, and it used to be really good. Then it got really, really boring.
And didn't I hear it right, though, from Morgeson up there in corner box 2, that Bando and him are going to play a college football, like Bachelorette or dating game,
you'll get a
Nick
kick
can
out
pick
of
his
this.
college
What?
football
I
team?
never heard about this.
Wait a minute. It didn't happen yet, but he's trying to get me to pick a college football team because I technically don't have one.
Oh, you picked
me? I don't either.
So Zan wants to do it Bachelorette style?
Yes.
Yeah, he wants
was great.
He wants to present all the teams, and then I have to do it in Bachelor or Bachelorette style.
That's hilarious. That's a great
That'd be a good
idea.
bit on
That's
social.
going to be a new weekly ETV show.
Maybe.
The college football Bachelorette or the college football Bachelor.
What was
it's like 1-star running back and like a plethora of white women.
Wait, what was that? If Zan's still watching, what was the team that I was really into during the college? BYU, that's right. I was
Brigham Young University, Provo, Utah.
I was into BYU because I think
Nick Mann's alma mater, Steve Young's alma mater.
I think they got
the strong Christian organization.
I think they got fucked over by the rankings the entire season.
A former rival of my university in the West Coast Conference about
Hey, just
5 years
imagine.
ago.
Nick, you just said that it was one of the best teams that didn't make the playoff. Just imagine, we could have had Notre Dame versus BYU, two of the best programs who didn't make the playoff in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Look, just the name Pop-Tart Bowl sounds like serious.
It sounds like satire.
Yeah.
Right. Did you guys see there was a parody Twitter account that tweeted out that there's going to be a Charlie Kirk Bowl?
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
People believed it.
I'm sure.
But Nick,
welcome to modern Twitter, where we don't know what's a parody account and what's real.
Well, thank
when something's a parody. Just take 30 seconds and you can see something's a parody.
Thank Elon, who allows you to pay for verification even if you don't deserve it.
I can't stand that.
Yeah. That requires digital literacy, and most people these days don't even have
and something called logic.
Traditional literacy.
By the way, and I can
find an English teacher.
By the way, I can joke about this now because of a certain incident that Tom knows about that happened to me. But I totally saw a story about Trump and the UFC and thought it was a complete dud because the video was not synced between him talking. And Nick, would you agree that if you see a non-sync video, you think it might not be real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I would.
It was what was the video about, Tom? Again, just refresh my memory.
It was Trump announcing the White House card that's going to happen in June.
So, first of all, I know the guy is a legitimate UFC source. I was never denying that, but it looked fake because the wording was not in sync with the video when Trump was talking. So I thought somebody like spoofed Trump when they were announcing the card at the White House.
This is a matter of a world where AI slop seems to be the norm.
But here's the other issue with that particular situation. He didn't source it. So that also threw me off at the same time. So you know how on Twitter, like if you want to share somebody else's video, it'll put it on the bottom. It'll say you from this account.
Yeah, you like quote it or whatever.
And it'll say from whatever account it is. And that's all the person did. So it didn't look real and the syncing was off. So I thought it was AI. Of course, I didn't expect 50,000 impressions later and everybody attacking me afterwards to tell me it was real. And then I had fighters coming after me, like from that. Like,
well, luckily it was
What
behind.
fighters? Like pro actual fighters, or just like no name wannabes?
No,
Not
like
that- I'm not knocking them, but
not like a list. But if I showed, I think it's still up actually. But I think they were definitely like B-level fighters, at least, like that were attacking me and like telling me to go places.
Go places.
Well,
Yeah, why
luckily
don't
it
you
was
step
from-
in the ring, pal?
Yeah.
Well, luckily it was from behind. It was from their phone, so it's not like they can do anything.
That's fair.
And you live on Long Island, so the traffic to get there would just be a nightmare anyway.
I think most of them are from Vegas anyway.
Yeah, they're not getting to you.
That
Unless
would
you go to Vegas, then
See, now I'm picturing.
Yeah,
do you
now
remember
they're
the
landing.
Family?
Now they're coming to JFK. And
Do you
driving
remember the
around.
Family Guy scene? It was the cutaway where Stewie goes to an actor's house just to punch him and say, "That's not funny."
Yes.
I'm imagining one of these UFC fighters flying from Vegas to Long Island just to do
I want
it.
to see. I could see Dana White like doing a reaction video saying, "You suck, you fucking idiot," and never talk about the UFC again.
look, I never talk about the UFC. I don't know anything about the UFC. It's one sport I don't know at all. I prefer to watch like two homeless guys in the city fighting. That would be really entertaining.
I would watch that. Nick, you should start gambling on that.
Yeah, I would.
No joke. I actually have seen two homeless people fight before, going back and forth to work. It is entertaining. I literally had to stop. Like I was like mesmerized just watching them fight.
Like bird watching. You're like, look how beautiful this is. This
Were you
is nature.
pickpocketed while you were watching that?
No. I think that was better than what Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler would be.
Look, homeless people in New York are very spoiled.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, they need to be more grateful.
They really are spoiled though. Like if you give them
By the way,
$1,
just
like,
disclaimer: Nick is in New York, just so he can say that. I'm just throwing that
well,
disclaimer
yeah,
out.
'cause I experience homeless people in the city. Because one time
Me
there was
too.
a guy, I swear to God, this happened. There was a homeless guy in the city who asked one of the halal cart vendors for food. And the guy, like the halal cart vendor, obviously said no. They work on very small profit margins. They're on their feet all day. You can't ask, like, it would be like going to a restaurant and asking them for free food. So the guy says no. And the homeless guy responds, denying people food, not a good look. Like, yeah, that's one hell of an angle.
Yeah, I'm canceling you, buddy. That's...
Shots fired.
Dude, well, I used to live in Burlington, Vermont, and
Shots fired! Shots fired!
how ungrateful the homeless are. Like, when I was moving back to Jersey, like I had a bunch of clothes, and I just didn't want to. Like, I was gonna donate anyway, so I was like, let me just give it to the homeless people because they're all over Burlington. Like, it's an actual problem. So I'm giving it to them. And they're like, I don't want this shit. And they're like, this doesn't even fit me. And then one guy literally was like, dude, I'm just trying to buy heroin. And I'm like, it's 30 degrees and you're wearing a short sleeve shirt. Take the fucking jacket. And he's like, whatever.
Can I tell you?
Whatever.
This happened to me while I was still working at the radio station inside of Penn Station. I had a homeless guy come up to me and say, can you give me a dime or a nickel? Nickel or a dime? I said, what are you buying with a nickel or a dime? There is no food that is a nickel or a dime in this fucking station.
I mean, we've all now also gotten to the point where we've had to put the penny to rest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did technically. We retired that, right?
Yes, it's RIP. It's over.
Rip.
But really, a nickel or a dime? What food are you buying with a nickel or a dime?
I guess their logic is they want it to add up to something. Like if you get 20, but even if you get 10 people to give you a dime, it's only $1.
A dollar doesn't buy you shit anymore.
A dollar doesn't even buy you a dollar slice anymore.
No.
$2.
You can't get in Arizona with that.
Forget you need the taxes. Yeah, you're not paying $1 for anything.
That sounds like an episode of Seinfeld, like Kramer sues the dollar pizza store because it's more than $1.
It's true.
$1.25, baby.
You see all the dollar slices, they're all crossed out. Like it's like faded $1 that just says pizza.
But I don't know what it is in New York, but like every like restaurant or place to eat, they have to advertise how long they've been around.
Oh, that's
Been in
great.
business since 1935.
No, but like some of them don't even make sense. Like there's a cart I see in the city, and it says like serving, like an outdoor like food vendor cart, and it says been serving New York since 1990.
Do I care?
Like 1990, that's 35 years ago. Like that's not even that
Who
long.
gives a shit? Just give me the food so I can get off this line.
They're like FAN callers that want to talk about how long they've been Giant fans.
I've been a caller fan since 1987 when the station came on the air. Okay, and
or my other favorite line is long-time listener, first-time caller.
oh, I hate that. When I used to call screen for an unfortunately stupid mayor in New York and his radio show, they used to call in all the time and say, "Oh, big fan. I want to talk to Rudy," and I just hang up on them because I know it's going to be horrible. And
Thank you for name dropping who that person was.
wait, what?
You worked for Rudy in his heyday?
I was his producer at WABC when his radio show was on.
No shit. Was that
And
when
when
he was like a hero still, or that's when
No,
we were like, this
no,
guy?
No, it was after.
He was Trump's lawyer at that point.
Oh, okay. This is disgraced Rudy then.
This was him and the girlfriend, and they did the radio show together. And basically, he would walk in with like a paper trail the size of a football field and say, "Oh, I got the Hunter laptop," and I'm like, "No, you don't." Good luck with that.
I love how in South Park, whenever Rudy Giuliani's on, his jaw is all like, it's like when he's talking.
I mean, he didn't really have much teeth to begin with.
Yeah.
And Nick Morgeson, in the midst of all that, had to listen to that. He had to listen to Balance of Nature ads. I bet he was wishing. You were wishing.
I don't know what the Balance of Nature ads are. Do you? Have you ever heard of Balance of Nature?
I have.
It's basically fruits and vegetables in a capsule or something, and it's supposed to. It's nutrition, essentially.
For people too lazy to actually eat the foods.
I'll tell you one quick story, and we'll try to get back to sports maybe at some point. I was walking around the station once, and one of the salespeople stupidly left their sales papers out, and I found it on a desk. And it goes to show you what crappy companies are willing to pay stations to be the big sponsor of the station. They paid $2 million to be like the biggest ad on WABC for a full year. $2 million. And I said, is that really how desperate this station is that they're willing to take dried up fruits and vegetables in a capsule and make it their main sponsor?
And you know what else Morgeson forgot to mention? All those stupid 1877 cars for kids commercials.
We're already seeing those commercials.
Wasn't Cars for Kids like an actual scam?
No, it was a what do they say at the end? It's a 401(c) charity organization.
There were little caveats. There were little caveats to it. Like, for instance, the vacation vouchers were.
Well, do you remember they made a country version, a rock version?
Because they kept running out of ideas, but it was the same lyrics.
Well, I think they were also trying to reach the demographics of different stations, I think. But
there was things like the vacation vouchers. The kids who were benefited, they never disclosed that technically it was biased. That basically that the kids who benefited were primarily of, I believe, a Jewish demographic over other religions.
It's true. He's actually right.
I didn't want to be the one to announce it, but yeah.
All you need to do, you don't even need to announce it. All you need to do is do a quick Google, and Mr. Google's AI will tell you, what was the Cars for Kids controversy. You'll get your list.
I mean, when I worked overnights, which Nick does now, so I perfected the obnoxious overnight shift way before everybody here. I'd be listening. We ran a syndicated show overnight called Red Eye Radio, which I would sometimes call Redneck Radio because they were from Texas.
Oh my God, I remember that.
And the ads were either 1877 Cars for Kids or it was sex pills.
Oh, of course.
Literally. And they would air the same commercial in the overnight because they couldn't get any other ads to be on the station on the overnight. So they just ran the same ads over and over again. So If you didn't feel like donating to kids, why don't you go get one up while you're at it too?
Yeah. What a polarizing listen.
I mean, look, as long as it's not Cars for Rushy Rice, I think we're okay.
Ouch.
Ooh.
How many incidents has he been in now? 2,
Look,
3?
The driving and the domestic violence.
Those are 2 big ones.
I mean, just add a typical DUI for an NFL player, and he has the trifecta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this guy's an all-star.
I don't know anymore. The Chiefs are done. Chiefs are toast.
I don't know what it is, but it must be something with the last name Rice and domestic violence.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. I remember
Rice, Jerry Rice. Wait, which Rice killed someone? Ray Rice.
Ray Rice.
No,
Jerry Rice.
Ray Rice. No, that's Ray Lewis. We're
That
thinking
was
of Ray
Ray
Lewis. Ray Rice was the one. Ray Rice was the one who was caught on, what was it, a video camera in the elevator, beating his wife, and the NFL didn't do anything about it at first.
Yeah.
Well,
he knocked her out.
2 games.
Intercepted.
Well,
yeah.
You're way ahead of us.
Woo! I'm just getting happier by the moment as the Packers continue to win.
Oh, Packers are up. I
They
haven't
might
checked the score.
lose. They almost certainly will.
Actually,
Every
that's gonna. If the Packers win, that solidifies one divisional round matchup. They're the 7th seed. They'd have to go to Seattle, Green Bay.
They're on the road for every round they go to if they're
Yeah.
the 7th.
No. But I thought Seattle plays the Rams next round, isn't it?
Nope, because Green Bay would be Green Bay is the lowest seed in the conference.
They reseed after every round, don't they?
Oh
Yeah, there's reseeding, so they'd have to play Seattle, which means the Rams would have to watch tomorrow's game to see if they host the 49ers or if they travel to Lincoln Financial to play the Eagles.
Oh man.
Ew.
That's a tough draw for the Rams.
I thought the Rams were going to lose.
I did too. Hey, look, Stafford didn't look the same after he hurt his hand.
I mean, Justin Herbert didn't look the same either.
Stafford's also like 40-something years old. The guy is a mummy.
He's probably going to be the MVP this year, though.
He's still great. He's just old. Like
they might not give it to him just because he won.
Wait a minute. They just showed an IHOP bottomless pancakes ad that plays into the fantasy football last place punishment of somebody having to be in a Waffle House or an IHOP because constantly eating waffles or pancakes.
Oh yeah, that thing.
It's not even that much of a punishment.
That sounds disgusting, actually.
After a while, you know you're going to get sick of the food and sick of the environment.
That's true.
That sounds like a bad version of the WNBA CBA negotiations.
Well, speaking of punishments, I was thinking, and I mentioned this with Nick. I wanted to hear what Colin and Tom thought about this, and you too, Colin.
Okay.
I wanted to, for the loser of the FP5 picks, which is probably going to be Will, Saddam Hussein loser.
What? What does that mean?
You know what I'm talking about? The Saddam Hussein trend on TikTok.
Is that I see the memes of like
it's when
I see
like
the memes of him like in his hiding spot. It's like this was Saddam's.
No. Here's what they do. They show
a video.
They show the picture. I can't. I got to think of a good example, but like it's when you it's when they show like lowlights of a player or a team or a coach or something like that with the Saddam Hussein music in the background. and
it's like the bath party. Like,
is there a way to share your screen on screen?
Yeah, but I have to check it. I don't know if it's copyright friendly or not, though. That's the only thing I don't know.
I think it probably. I don't know.
Well, this is something you guys are going to have to show me.
I
have no idea what this is.
I can play it right now and describe it. Hold on.
I know. Like all the Yankee stuff I follow. Whenever Volpe, per usual, blowing it, they put like his face in a turban and like they put his face on Osama bin Laden's body.
Yeah. No, that's another thing. But no, that would also be really funny. But what I was saying was, in the trend, they play this quote unquote Saddam Hussein music in the background with like Saddam Hussein, and then they show like all of the lowlights. It is really funny. Just look it up on TikTok.
Oh, so it's Kathleen Gilbert's theme music.
All right, so we can show like 2 or 3 of Will's worst picks and just play the Saddam Hussein music in the background.
I like that. That's funny.
It's not a bad idea.
To me, that's funny.
It might be a lot of work putting it all together. I think it's funny.
Hey, it's not the first time Tom or I have taken on editing videos and turning them into masterpieces.
I do that every week on Football Forecast.
Wait, Callan, which was the one that you and I laughed at the most when you were looking at it?
Mine was the Jets Trade-a-porium video.
That I think was the video of the freaking year.
That was my personal favorite.
That was a great video. And then the SpongeBob one where the kicking.
You want to see me
video.
do it again?
Yes, the kicking video.
No.
It was all the blown lead the Giants had
when Boeing got fired. I was like, "Do you want to?" And I made an AI SpongeBob voice say, "Do you want to see me blow a fourth quarter lead? You want to see me do it again?"
Oh, you flashed each scoreboard. Hilarious.
Tom, maybe you should make one now that the Rangers got beat by the Bruins 10-2 this afternoon at the other Garden in Boston.
Hell yeah!
I feel like that one would require
the Garden, the Garden.
The Garden. I feel like that would require the Clockwork Orange thing where he's forced to watch and his eyes are like,
By the way, did you also see that the Seahawks are actually banning their fans from selling their tickets?
Yep.
Really?
There was a report, and I'm looking
at specifically the season ticket holders.
They're not allowed to sell their tickets. They either have to give them away to family members or friends. They don't want you selling them because they're afraid of the opposing fans buying those tickets and showing up.
I thought it was more of like a morale thing.
What
It's
are they
like,
gonna do,
oh no,
take
these
away their
ticket
season
holders are
tickets?
scumbags.
Maybe. But it says they said if you sell it to somebody else and you don't, you basically you're impacted on getting season tickets next year.
I don't know.
Like a single game?
What?
Even for just like a single game?
No.
It's
Season ticket, like a season ticket holder.
Okay, like you have to sell the whole season package.
No. If you do it for any game, for the rest of the playoffs, then you lose your season ticket privileges for next year.
Okay.
Which is kind of nuts.
Honestly, I think having season tickets is a little overrated anyway.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends like who are Met fans that wanted season ticket. I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Well, I think my uncle
That's a lot of games.
My uncle and his buddies once a time were Ranger season ticket holders, and then they just continued to raise the prices, and it was basically at the mid 2010s. They just couldn't afford it anymore.
Yep. Me and my dad got priced out of Padres season tickets after they went from Qualcomm to Petco between 2004 and 2010. I think we had tickets, and then we just finally had to give them up because they were just too damn expensive.
You know who the worst is? It's the NFL with the personal seat licenses. If you want the season ticket, pay $10,000 at a personal seat license. Then that gives you the right to retain your season tickets.
Well, didn't what's his face from Talking Giants Justin just give up his season tickets?
Yeah. God, John Boy.
He got enough.
Yeah. By the way, Nick, did you see the weird story going around also that John Boy is taking on free interns and people lost their minds on social media?
Wait, why are people losing their minds?
Because it's this idea. The internship can be for college credit, but people are losing their minds because of the idea of 2026 unpaid interns.
Because legally you can't give free internships anymore. You have to pay.
That's not true. You can do it for college credit. I did.
No. I'm saying we did. I did also, but I'm saying legally you have to pay on top of college credit now. Legally.
Is that true? Wait, let me look that up.
In New York, you have to at least.
It might vary by state, but it's probably minimum wage pay. Like it's not great.
It's not salary or anything. It's literally hourly. But I think by just the legality of it, they have to pay now.
Oh no, yes. Unpaid internships can be legal in New York City, but only if they meet strict criteria from the federal Fair Labor Standards Act and New York laws, primarily focusing on the intern being the primary beneficiary of the training, not the employer.
So yeah, you do have to pay them now.
No, you don't. That it says you don't have.
So that's the thing. There is a specific criteria that it has to meet, and maybe John Boy's meets it. I can't say for certain. Obviously, I don't work for John Boy, but
here's what it says: the internship must be educational, similar to a training program, and offer transferable skills with the employer deriving little immediate advantage.
You know what, though? I understand. Like, I'm not saying you have to pay them thousands of dollars, but people who have to travel back and forth, like, it's hard to do.
And I think that was kind of the main point of it, of how New York City is, that all the money that they're going to spend for.
They have a deal with Major League Baseball, for crying out loud.
At the same time, I am kind of okay with unpaid internships, largely because, like, I did an unpaid internship. Like, you're working 40 hours a week as an unpaid.
I think that's because in the industry that we work in / love, one or the other or both, we have seen something like that. That's part of, I guess, a kind of rite of passage that you did your dues.
Exactly.
The one thing I did not like, and I wish that so when I interned at SiriusXM, my host was a little bit of a prima donna ish, and Tom, we had him on the show, so you know exactly who I'm talking about.
I think yeah.
So I interned for Mad Dog's channel back in the day on Sirius, and the host's name was Bruce Murray, who I still like. Actually,
I remember. Yeah,
I still talk to him too. I have his email. We talk. He was a guest on our show, but
I remember the interview.
I had to make him an iced green tea every single day and bring it down to the studio. I am not joking. Like
an iced green tea.
Yes, and I wasn't allowed to make it. I had to bring it in 2 separate cups. I had to bring the water, and the packet thing, and then ice in the other cup. And then he did this convoluted thing where he was putting it together all in one, like sitting there. Like,
yep. My unpaid internship involved the same thing with the broadcaster for the organization I was working for, which was in professional indoor soccer. Then I had to do like merchandise sales and all the other like game ops, hands-on things for the first 4 years before I got the PA job for the next 7. So, and for those wondering, by the way, California offers both, so they still have unpaid and paid internships.
So they also sent me out of the building to get them food. Also, which is another thing that I'm doing.
Look, some of that stuff I think is ridiculous. Like, don't send interns busy work.
The only
when I was an intern in Charlotte, they never asked me to do anything like that.
The only thing that I didn't, and the reason I didn't get annoyed with it is because they bought me lunch every time they sent me out.
Okay, that's not so. I think that's a little different.
Fair enough. I take it.
There was a place, and you might know it, Nick, because Fox is like right in the same vicinity as Sirius, isn't it?
Yes, it's very close.
There's a place called Toasties, which is it's a deli place. It's like the line is.
I've heard of that. Yeah, no, I've heard of that.
It's a nice place too. Like they make really good food and all this stuff. And I never had it before. And he's like, "Get this and buy yourself." That's basically what they said to me. They said buy lunch and whatever. And I was like, all right. And then I got used to it. I'm like, oh God, I don't want this internship to end. They're gonna feed me every day. I'm there. So
hey, good for you. You got an internship at SiriusXM. That's a pretty big deal. I've been denied I've looked at internships like everywhere. I applied when I was in college. I applied for an internship at ESPN, and they gave you like a sports knowledge test.
Well,
if only they could do that. If only they could give that test to some of their hosts.
Oh my God!
How about no? How about you give it to the entire network? The fact that they put Dylan Brooks in one of their graphics on the wrong team. That is a multi-million-dollar network doing that.
Oh, I will tell you. I will tell you, though, I met some interesting people, including Michelle Beadle, who was in the news earlier this year. Who else did I meet? Oh, I got to hold the Heisman Trophy up when I was there as an intern. They brought it in studio, and they said, touch it. And I'm like, no, I don't feel like destroying the...
Unlike Reggie Bush, you were able to hold the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, did he get it back eventually or no?
Yes, he did.
He did? Okay. No, he didn't, right?
No, he did. I think he did.
He got it back because of the whole NIL lawsuits that have been going on since 2021.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
he did forfeit it, but I think he eventually got it back after the lawsuit in 21, which again, 19 It's a nice tease, by the way, but it's also another episode of Small Market Edition coming out in a couple of weeks. We're going to tie together Alex Smith's time here playing high school football and his NFL career with Reggie Bush's high school career and his college and pro career back-to-back weeks.
Do you remember before NILs, like his thing was such a crime? Do you remember when?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember because I lived through the whole thing.
No, but I just remember, oh my God, he spoke to an agent. Oh my God. And
God forbid.
Now it's a normal occurrence.
I remember when he was playing in USC and they were playing Texas and the Vince Young's Texas team in the championship and how much that was being hyped on ESPN.
Now, if you don't have an agent in college, then you're behind the eight ball.
You know what's hilarious? Lamar Jackson's agent is his mom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought he represented himself.
No,
his mom represents him.
It's his mom. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is a little odd. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's a bad idea. Get a professional arguer.
That is true. That's all an agent is arguing in your behalf.
It's a lawyer, essentially.
Get Scott Boras. He'll do it.
Oh, God.
Scott Boras is ruining baseball. I hate that man.
Oh, shut up. You're a Yankee fan, and you're like, Scott Boras is ruining baseball.
Dude, how many bad contracts have aged poorly under Scott Boras?
It's not his
He's a
fault.
good agent.
Wait a minute. It's not his fault. There was a CNBC special that was done on Scott Boras. Well, it's not even, I don't think it's called CNBC anymore, is it? Or am I thinking of MSNBC? Anyway.
MSNBC
They're still around.
No, MSNBC is now MS Now. That's what it's called.
Oh.
Because they got rid of NBC from it. But I saw a CNBC documentary on Scott Boras. He gets 4% of every contract that he gets signed. 4% off the top.
Yeah, but you're signing $500 million contracts with these fucking guys.
That's what Nick said. He's a really good agent. I don't like him. I'm with you. But
yeah.
he
No, he's
knows
good at his job. I'm mad that I'm not him.
he breaks the record every time for the highest contract in sports. I think he beat, what was he? He beat Kevin Garnett's contract at the time. He wanted to double it in Major League Baseball or something. But the A-Rod contract.
He only does baseball, right?
No, but I'm saying he looked at other sports and said, I want to beat those numbers out. That was always his goal.
Are there any agents that do multiple sports? Because it seems like they only do one sport.
Probably
for the most part, they do. Everyone does one.
I guess you can't really be an expert in being an agent in every sport.
Well, yeah, because like if you're Scott Boras, you know baseball like legality and contract in and out. And if you apply to the NFL, those are completely different like rules.
If there is somebody who does multiple sports, they're probably going to be the biggest agent in the sports industry at some point.
Because they're probably not going to be very good at any one of them if they're doing a whole bunch.
That's true.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up to see if he does anything. Nope, Scott Boras only does baseball, according to this.
That makes sense, though.
But he's got like this huge like Boras complex where players can come work out in the off season. Like he's got it all. Like when the lockout happened originally, all his players were allowed to work out in this massive like sauna and gym and full complex. I was like, must be nice to have money.
It's like playing the old Madden games in Superstar mode. You got the Performance Institute.
That's exactly what it was when the whole lockout thing happened. And like, yeah, you guys can come here, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, are there any big time agents, Callan, in the WNBA?
Not that I know of. I think a lot of them are just represented by. If I had to guess, I'd probably say Wasserman, the Wasserman Group.
Yeah, that's right. I think
because a lot of them, a lot of female athletes seem to have representation by Wasserman up in Los Angeles, California.
They're represented by the lockout right now.
Yes.
All right.
Property of Kathy Engelbert.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this Stephen A. Smith, Keith Olbermann feud?
Oh, what a douche.
By the way, if you want to talk about somebody who has amazing representation, Stephen A. Smith probably is the best agent.
I think he does a lot of his negotiating by himself, even though he
doesn't. He has agents. He has a whole team of people.
But he knows what he wants.
He knows what he wants, but his agents argue on his behalf. This is so Stephen A. Smith and Keith Olbermann are in another feud. Stephen A. Smith's fighting with everybody at some point.
What else is new?
And I want to say this about Keith Olbermann. I'm sick of your pathetic ass.
Yeah, he is beefing with everyone. Yeah, when does he not fight?
I really, really am. You're a 66-year-old barely with any friends. Who the hell
Wait, I
knows
lost
what's
you.
going on in
Nick,
your
I
life?
can't hear you.
And all you do is sit back. And the second you disagree
hold
with
on,
somebody, you pop shit.
I think my mic's good.
You, of all people, you,
Hold on one sec. I can't
Keith
hear you.
Olbermann, literally trying to get me fired? It's time for ESPN to follow Stephen A. He's hurting the brand. He's bad. He's damaging the brand. What? Cartoon character? Who looks more like a cartoon character than you? Keith Olbermann, you can't run 5 feet with your fat self. And I'm not talking about fat people. I'm talking about Keith Olbermann.
Jason Whitlock.
You can't run 5 feet. You've been walking around with a cane, exercising melodrama every chance you get. All you do is make enemies. You napalm bridges all the time, including ESPN. And you got the nerve to talk about me? You think I'm going to say, how many times? I want y'all to know, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in this business since 1994. I have never uttered a negative syllable about Keith Olbermann. Ever.
Until now.
Beat me to it.
Keith Olbermann is one of the greatest talents we have ever had in the history of sports television, if not television overall. An unbelievably, exceptionally gifted writer and commentator who is nothing short of exceptional at what he does. So why does he have to resort to being seen on YouTube and barely anywhere else? Because nobody wants him.
Because he's completely took me off guard.
He's a raw pain in the ass. That's why.
All right.
Here's the thing. You're talking about it.
What is this in context? Where did this beef even start?
So I believe it revolves around something political. I think it's been hold on.
It's the thing with Minnesota. It's because Stephen A was commenting about the ice situation in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. That was it.
The comment I was going to say is that, the argument of Stephen A is hurting the brand. Here's the thing. Stephen A at this point is the brand of ESPN.
I was going to say him and McAfee.
But the thing is that if you think Stephen A. Smith hurts the brand of ESPN, you're a complete idiot. It would be like saying Josh Allen hurts the Bills.
But first of all, Keith Olbermann, who has, and I laugh at this all the time because I look at algorithms and I look at Keith Olbermann.
This is what I was going to. Sorry, Nick.
Go ahead.
But this is what I was going to before, because when Stephen A. makes a really bad blunder in inaccuracy in what he's saying and what he's talking about, like the Jackson Dart thing that Johnny was going on about with Forecast, people don't call him out on it. People instead go, ha ha, funny guy, saying rage things, going in rage, sitting tangent, acting like idiot, click, 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 click. And it helps the brand because, well, think about it. It's about the clicks. It's about the views and attention.
What else is new? I mean, Stephen A. I do think at times Stephen A. can be a walking cartoon character, but to say that he's hurting the brand, I just don't see it.
Well, he plays the role that Stephen A. that the ESPN wants him to play. Like that's the character they want. You don't think that they kind of helped shape him?
I mean, he probably was himself, and they're just like lean into it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like they do with actors.
Well,
like you mentioned but Nick, you actually mentioned how he was originally, on the NBA shows and how he was like this and got attention for it. And then you had ESPN creating Cold Pizza with Woody Page and Skip Bayless. And then they decide, let's put Skip and Stephen A together, and the rest is history.
Well, people don't realize this, but Skip came before Stephen A. on that show. People forget that. By the way, I can't stand Skip Bayless by the way, it's our most watched TikTok video of all time on the network account. 850,000 views. But
was that when you and I had the thing with Skip Bayless?
Yeah. Well, we weren't in the video. I made the video of him basically getting called out by Shannon Sharp. How ironic.
Yeah, that was it.
They're both gone.
What?
Now they're both
Now
gone.
they're both gone.
Well, Shannon Sharp can't keep it to himself, to be honest.
He's like the Sharon Moore of sports media.
God, Sharon Moore. Oi. Sharon Moore is never going to coach again. Just put
No,
it
he will. He eventually will.
Wait a minute.
Not yet.
He'll go join UNC with Bill Belichick since they like to have younger girls.
But look, at least Bill Belichick's not married.
That's true.
And not like a staff member.
Well, wasn't there another coach, Callan, that we talked about also who got in trouble for dating a girl that was in the
Sharon Moore.
No, another coach. Remember,
Coach of Ohio,
head coach of Ohio,
where he was drinking with the girl.
Yeah, and he had a bottle of Jack in his office cupboard. After they would win games, he would pour one out.
No pun intended.
Well, that just sounds like Sark at USC.
Maybe a little bit.
People forget that about Sark. He had a drinking problem.
Well,
Did he have it when he was at SC before he went elsewhere, or was
Yes,
that?
no, that's what happened.
That's
And
what I thought.
He got fired for that.
Yes, he did.
I mean, Rick Pitino was running a brothel on campus, and he didn't get fired.
Rick Pitino said, "You know what? If I'm going to feel good, you get to feel good too."
But,
For the boys.
Come on now.
that was a crazy time.
I think
That
about St. John's. Just think about that too.
Well, he went to Iona first, then he went to St. John's, I think.
Yes. He was at Iona a few years ago.
You know what? Let me offer you a drink, and I'll offer you a woman too. But that's your incentive for coming here.
American woman.
Because I remember that. You're right, Colin, because I remember that because I remember going nuts when Ryder beat them in the conference tournament.
Yes.
By the way, we got breaking news out of Major League Baseball. Alex Bregman is signed with the Chicago Cubs.
No shit.
What's the deal?
They don't have the deal yet, but Jeff Passan.
No numbers yet.
Oh wait, nope, I got it right here. 5 years, $175 million.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was gonna get the.
Yes.
I didn't think he was gonna get the long contracts.
Yes.
And one more baseball story. Freddie Freeman has pulled out of the World Baseball Classic for Team Canada per Yahoo Sports.
Personal reasons.
What else is new? The Dodgers actually feeling privileged, so they took it away from the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, good. The World Baseball Classic's pointless anyway.
Thank you. Yes, I agree.
Edwin Diaz missed the whole season during a celebration in the World Baseball Classic.
I still think they should have voided his contract.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with what you guys say. Number one, now that there's no international baseball competition if you don't have the World Baseball Classic because the Olympics told baseball, go F yourselves.
Okay.
Number two,
well, and the only time you'll have Olympic baseball is if it's in America, like it is in 2 years in LA at Dodger
and number
Stadium.
two, and number two, sadly, for some of these players, the World Baseball Classic is their only shot at competing for a championship.
Especially if you're playing for Great Britain or Italy or the Czech Republic.
And number three, remember that even Rob Manfred has shown more respect for the World Baseball Classic trophy than the Commissioner's trophy.
He did call it a piece of tin.
Exactly.
That was probably one of the
Piece
dumbest
of metal
comments.
is what he called it after the Astros won it all in 17. As Tom laid out on is going to lay out on benchmarks in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what though? A lot of these guys that are playing for
Touchdown Bears.
oh wow, they're still alive.
Oh,
it's like you're telling me there's a chance.
My roommate's a huge Bears fan.
minutes,
so
there's
this
10
game
minutes left in the game, Colin. There is a chance.
Damn it.
Well, I remember when I was on Forecast a few weeks ago. I mentioned at one point that the Bears got cooked by Tyler Huntley, and Grant interrupted me and said the Bears didn't prepare for that game.
Oh,
isn't that supposed to be your job as an NFL team?
Yeah,
no, you're not prepared. What are you talking about?
No shit. He didn't prepare. Then why are you there?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, you're a poet. You didn't even know it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't even trying either.
Wait, we play today?
Well, you know
there's
what?
a game
You
on
know
the
the old
schedule?
saying, we play today, we win today.
21-16 Green Bay over the Bears. 10:08 left in the fourth. I sound like a broadcaster.
There's a chance.
I don't know. This game determines the vibe of my apartment when I get home. My roommate's a huge Bears fan.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they lost in the beginning of the season, and like we have like a clock in the kitchen, like hung up, and I think they blew it or whatever. And he just slammed the door, and the clock falls and shatters. And yeah, that's what I could be walking into.
You never know.
I hope they win. I want to have fun tonight. I want to get yelled at.
No, I'm going to be pissed if the Bears win because then I'm going to have to hear about it for another week on forecast.
If the Bears lose this game, I would like to see how Seth Rollins crashes out.
I'm going to tell you right now, Tom, if the Bears lose, I'm going to do my Stephen A. Cowboys video impression.
Wait a minute. Did we even get a Cowboys video from Stephen A?
How about them Cowboy?
No, I didn't even press that, by the way.
I know you did. Wait a minute, was that Calvin?
How about them Cowboy?
That was not me. My hands are right here.
Yo,
You're welcome,
Stephen A.
North
Smith,
America.
When I was in Vegas in November, Stephen A. Smith would have had a heart attack if he saw the Cowboy fans. All Cowboy and Raider fans. And the thing with Cowboy and Raider fans is that they all look AI generated.
I knew you were going to say that that was the tease of your episode that week when he came back.
Just like,
yeah, I was like, they look AI generated. And it's true. I saw
So do LA Charger fans.
I saw like a 5'5" Cowboy fan with like jean shorts, was bald, and had tattoos on his bald head.
Welcome to Vegas, my friend.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was
Sounds like a randomly generated player in a game.
You'll never see a Jet fan that looks like that.
No.
But that reminds me, there actually is an AI Jerry in AT&T Stadium as part of the tour.
There is.
You can have a Q&A with an AI Jerry Jones.
Well, that's stupid.
I mean, an ESPN probably did an AI Al Davis and Pete Rozelle for the
Wait a
30 for 30 about Al Davis versus the NFL.
Colin, you got to hear this impression from Tom because he does a really good Jerry Jones impersonation. You got to do it once because he's never heard it before.
Wait a minute, we just had the voice clip of it.
Yeah, we just had the voice
No. I'm talking about like a real, like a sentence or two. Like I'm saying.
All right, well, first hit the button.
What? Oh, the actual voice?
Yeah.
How about them Cowboy?
You see, Mr. Morgeson, you see, the Dallas Cowboys might be down, but that next year we're going to be back right into it. You see, Dak and CD are going to lead this team, and we're going to make it sure we're going to take easy work of the Giants. There's no point in the Giants trying to compete. The Commanders, yeah, they ain't rebounding from their damn injuries. And Philly, screw Philly. We're going to win. How about them Cowboy?
Yes.
It's actually good.
Sounds exactly.
That is good. I was waiting for something like wildly inaccurate, like man, like something really racist. What you mean, them Cowboys?
Wait, is that a fumble or no?
What are you talking about? I'm a little behind.
It looked like the Packers fumbled, but they did fumble.
They did fumble.
Wait a minute. I think the Packers recovered though.
Turnover?
Nope. Packers football. Packers recovered.
Oh God! Thank God I'm not at home right now. I can only imagine.
Well, half the country probably can't watch the damn game anyway because it's on Prime Video.
Oh well, all right.
I have NFL Plus, so I can watch it live.
Yeah, I have Prime Video, so it's fine with
Yellow
me.
card for flopping.
We have a jailbroken Fire Stick, so we can watch any sports game.
Hey, you're not supposed to reveal that.
I'm a comedian.
Oh yeah, I know that, but
I'm joking.
Fire Stick.
Well, it's funny that we say that because a couple of days ago, the NBC and Peacock came out with the Sunday morning baseball and Sunday night baseball schedule for the year.
by the way, speaking of NBC and Peacock, did you see the new invention they're trying to do that you can lower the broadcaster's voice and the crowd noise?
I have wanted this for the longest time, that I could actually feel like I'm actually at the stadium where I don't have to hear the commentators and can just watch the game.
Hey, can you imagine if I could do that to Joe Buck on ESPN and ABC? I'd be happy.
I thought you were going to say Joe Davis on Fox.
Well, that too. I'd be ecstatic.
Yes, hell yes. Where do I sign up for that?
Because apparently people didn't like the fact that I played hate on Joe Davis. Everyone said, "Oh, you don't know anything about broadcasting." I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, unfortunately, we still have to wait a little while to get the freaking Friday Night Baseball Apple TV schedule.
They're not on there anymore.
No, that was just rumor. They're coming back.
Are they really back on Apple TV?
Yep.
Who's watching that?
Well,
no one.
Nick, I'm gonna say it right now. As a native New Yorker and as someone whose dad was helping with the cleanup when that 9/11 attack hit, if they put that Yankee Met game on September 11th, that's a Friday behind the Apple TV paywall. I will be so happy if everyone takes a shit on MLB.
That should be on NBC or on national.
That should be network television.
Oh, wait a minute. What about that they put Yankees San Francisco Giants on Netflix on opening day this upcoming season?
Wait, I feel like Netflix?
Yeah.
Yep. But here's the thing. I feel like Netflix and Prime isn't so bad on the streaming front because those are the most common.
People have them. I don't know anybody who doesn't have Netflix.
I have Netflix, but when I moved to my apartment, literally my mom pays for me to have a profile. I can't get on my Netflix because I'm in a different town, and I gotta go through all these hoops and make a new account and then link it. It's a whole thing.
By the way, apparently I heard they're going to allow the sharing of the Netflix accounts again.
They better.
Oh, thank God.
Maybe to an extent. They're not going to allow it to the point where because it was costing them a lot of money.
By the way, and Callan and I talked about this on Press Row, that I think it's on the 12th, which is Monday. You know that they're putting video versions of podcasts behind Netflix paywalls now, right?
Yeah,
you told us on Forecast, not on the show, but before the show.
Pardon my take, spitting chiclets,
moving the goalposts.
I wish.
Behind the ETB paywall.
Yeah, the ETB paywall.
What else did they say? Oh, they're gonna put the Breakfast Club behind the paywall. I don't know who's watching that.
That's radio. That's not a podcast.
Aren't they gonna put all the WWE podcasts behind that?
Oh yeah, WWE and Fanatics are talking about putting their stuff behind the paywall.
At least the content library for WWE is now on Netflix. I can go back and rewatch old shows from 20 years ago. Thank God.
Doesn't Peter Rosenberg do a WWE podcast?
The Raw recap.
Imagine putting Peter Rosenberg behind a paywall.
He does a show on the wrestling channel on
that's what he does the post show for Raw.
No, but he also does a serious show for the Wrestling Nation channel they have now.
How do you tell me that Becky Lynch has not gone after his ass yet? Good Lord.
And this is why I'll never get into WWE because they don't know how to shut it off once they're out of the ring. Like these guys and gals, they just are in character the whole time. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Like, doesn't that?
It's called kayfabe.
Exactly. Even though it's partially dead.
I don't get it. Like I've never understood fake fighting. Who cares?
Well, no, but it's entertaining.
Yeah,
that's why it's good.
It's called
got into it, but I get it.
People say WWE is fake, but so are movies.
Oh, another first down for the Pack.
The acronym, even though they don't call it by the full thing, the acronym originally stood for World Wrestling Entertainment.
Until the World Wildlife Federation had
that was the WWF and then the WWE. My point is, entertainment is the word in there that's always been emphasized.
And people say wrestling's fake. It's not so much that it's fake; it's just scripted.
That's
choreographed.
I didn't mean
entirely fake.
I didn't mean fake. I meant scripted. But
yeah, they are jumping around and shit, and it's a skill to not actually break someone's neck when you jump on them with all your weight, but.
You know what? And people got mad at me for this. Then I'll still say it today. Cam Scadaboo's an idiot. I
had no problem with what Scadaboo did.
So what happens if he gets hurt in that moment?
How does he get? He was totally safe though. He's probably more likely to hurt himself walking from the car than he is.
He should have been sitting in the front row.
You're making it sound like he was doing WWE stunts. It was like a minor little shove, which was obviously like.
If you're gonna harp on WWE being fake, did you see the way that the Judgment Day and the Giants were brawling? It was completely. Oh, I lose you guys.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're good. You're back.
But I would say the way that they were punching at one another, the way they were just, it was like soft clubbing. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything big.
Oh, you missed it.
He's
He
in.
missed the field goal.
Oh,
no.
Wait, did the Packers score and then they missed the
There's
extra
an extra point. They missed the PAT. Okay.
All right. Matthew Golden. All right. So we got to end the stream in like 30 seconds. I got to walk to the studio.
Can I just say one more? Did you see the Knicks player that, or was it who showed up to the WWE event or something and was sick or something, or was it a Giants player?
A guy for the Giants.
Oh, a guy for the Giants showed up to the Knicks game when he said he was sick. What?
Theo Johnson.
Yvonne Thibodeau.
Theo
Johnson.
Theo Johnson.
He showed up to the game when he said he was sick, and he was put on the jumbotron. But
yeah,
all right, I wasn't sick, but the word he was looking for was contagious.
Yeah.
Just
thank you for tuning in, everybody. Follow us on @ETB Lounge, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I got to get going. See you guys next week.
Yeah, see you guys next week. Have a good night, everybody.